Morning, everybody. It's 8:36, and it's a little quieter here without the workmen doing construction. Uh, it is Monday, the 25th, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 2287. Okay, Europe is up. Asia is higher also. Um, it's a holiday shortened week. We have no market on Thursday, of course. Wednesday from late morning on will be kind of quiet. And Friday is a half day. The market closes at 1 o'clock and the bond market closes at 2 o'clock. So it is a holiday shortened week, but that does not in any way take into consideration the amount of economic news that comes out on Wednesday. It's a long list. I'll get to it in a minute. Let me just give you this morning's information. As I said, the market is a bit higher this morning in Asia and Europe. It's also higher here. The S&P is up about 30. NASDAQ is up about 115. It was a little higher. And the Dow is up 295 points. Positive early trading in front of this holiday shortened week. The upside skew is a little bit, helping to push back market rates. The bonds are up substantially up. The long bond is up 30 seconds, almost a point, after being unchanged on the week yield-wise. As far as there's no economic data today, economic news, as I said, will be Wednesday. Comcast, Wicked and Gladiator, huge openings for the two movies over the weekend. I believe I saw 114 million for Wicked and 55 million for Gladiator 2. So really dominated. Macy's has a bit of a problem. They've delayed their earnings report, even though they reported revenues, which, by the way, were down. Let me just get you the numbers. Third quarter earnings, because a single employee hid expenses, erroneous accounting accrual entries of approximately 132 to 154 billion of cumulative delivery expenses from the fourth quarter of 21 through the first fiscal quarter of 24. Sales were down for the quarter. Down about 2.4%. Sales, it looks like, were up. Earnings were up, but sales were down 2.4%. The stock right now is trading at 1580. That's down a $0.50 or about 3.1%. Earnings were supposed to come tomorrow. They haven't said when they will. Lattice Semiconductor thinking about making an offer for an Intel unit. The stock is 54.85. That's up 64 cents. Bed and Bath Works beat by 2 cents, beat on revenue, guided in line with revenues in line. The stock is up 14% at 35. That's 35 up 429 or 14%. ONEOK agrees to acquire, that's OKE, remaining publicly held common units of Enric Midstream, ENLC. ONEOK is, barely changed, 117.20. That's up 15 cents. So really not much going on. Okay, that economic calendar. There's nothing for today. FHFA housing price and Case-Shiller home index tomorrow, but Also followed at 10 o'clock by consumer confidence, new home sales, and the FOMC minutes at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have the normal stuff, the MBA mortgage apps, but we also have personal income and spending, PCE, core PCE. We move up a day for claims, initial and continuing claims come on Wednesday instead of Thursday. Durable goods ex transportation, advanced international trade in goods, retail inventories, wholesale inventories, GDP, the second estimate for Q3, the deflator, pending home sales, and of course, crude and nat gas inventories later in the morning. But 8:30 will be a busy time on CNBC. And then at 9:45 on Friday, we have the Chicago PMI. So a very, very busy week, all centered on Wednesday. Okay, the chart on the screen is the gold, and I don't think it's out of the woods here yet. Although last week we were barely down, I think we were down $1.50 at the low off Friday's close, but we did make a higher high and a higher low. This last night we opened up a little and are now down 26.5 at 26.85. We were another 25 lower than this, so we were down 52. I think that this area up here at 27.30, 27.35, and certainly the closes around 27 and 27.50 are a problem. We had some long liquidation, as you can see, in during this 3.5 week period where we came down. Lower open interest while price is going down is long liquidation. Actually, I think at this point in time, the gold to silver spread actually favors the silver. Not that gold would go up and silver would go down, but I think that the silver is much closer to meaningful support, and the gold to silver ratio has come from 81.5 up to 86.5, little over 86.5 actually this week. And so the trade of long 2 silver and short 1 gold seems to be in order again until we get back into that 84 to 82 range, and possibly lower if we have a meaningful pullback. The silver resistance is up here around $33. But the silver has been a much more sustained but quiet kind of chart. Let me just take a quick look here and show you what the 5-year looks like. Big consolidations, breakout over 26, breakout over 30, pull back all the way to 26.5, new high, pull back again right to the middle of that consolidation around $30. I'm not saying that it can't go back to the $28 area, but I think that this is the time. If you looked at last night's letter, you'll see that I think that this is the time to maybe purchase some of those 10-ounce Canadian Mint 10-ounce bars in that $30 area, just to throw in your drawer. Also, you'll notice the MACD is slightly elevated and above the zero line, whereas in the gold it is very elevated and approaching the same area where it tended to top out in the past. So That's my look at the gold and the silver. The bonds, the dollar is down 90 cents on the increase in the bonds, the long end. We bounced off 100. 100 has been a very big area. We bounced off the 200-week moving average and have moved up. This is the first time that we have a higher recovery high since we topped out at 114 and made the series of lower highs and lower lows. So this is not necessarily healthy for the dollar. A strong dollar makes our manufactured goods more expensive around the rest of the world. And as you may or may not have noticed, all of the politicians are talking about made in America. Well, made in America becomes less competitive with a higher dollar. Anyway, market looks higher, down now, up 358 with, as I said, the bonds moving higher, and the general. This is generally an up week anyway. The S&P is up now 39.40, and let me just see if I can get you a new reading on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 152. So we've been steadily higher all morning. Oil down a little. Nat gas up 19 cents. It was up as much as about 30 cents. Cotton up a little. Coffee over $3. Sugar down a little. Bitcoin, after touching 100,000, 170 again this morning, back down at 97.9, so around 9,800, down 16. Bonds now up 1 and 6/30. Okay, folks, glad to have gotten the letter out, and I will be back in the morning.